Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly senior citizen here, greetings boys and girls. And welcome to this another brand new day. Lots of things have happened, and at the same time they haven't happened. So first off, I'm going to start off with the Shelton, Washington weather plague rat and spider report. Well, to start off with the weather. I haven't been outside yet, but when I was downstairs, I looked out the window, and son of a gun, it's going to be a blue sky day. Maybe some clouds, hard to say, but thumbs up. It was a sunny day yesterday, and I went Walkies very late, but at least I went Walkies to the store. And for the, well, I'm going to save the plague rat report for just a minute. But for the spider report, I keep saying basement, I mean bathroom. The bathroom spider is doing okay. She's made the entire ceiling her home, and so she wanders everywhere around up there, but she's still there, so good. In here, the garden spider in her orb, she's working on her orb right now. Orb weavers, a lot of them just remove their entire web every day, then spin a new one, and then there are some that just let it fall apart through time. But she's working on her orb. If she doesn't tear it down every day, she at least repairs it. So thumbs up for that. And there's a bunch of other spiders still here and there, but they travel and move. And then, no more baby spiders. I don't know if any more are going to hatch and show up, but since that one time when they were like everywhere, and now there's no more. So they've either grown and traveled on or perished, but life is life. And as for the plague rat thing, there's a moth flying around in the background. You may see it on the little side camera, but I don't know. But somebody had left a comment. After yesterday I talked about how, I was saying, is it fair to call people plague rats that don't wear their mask properly and such? And I said, well, yeah, it is fair. Because if you're not wearing a mask, when you don't have a doctor's note saying you have a valid medical reason to not wear a mask, if you're not wearing a mask, then you are being a plague rat. Because you are telling everybody that sees you, my comfort is more important than whether or not you live or die. Because while there's only about a 5% chance you're going to die if you get the covfefe bug, that's a pretty hefty chance. And even those people that live through it are going to have, because they're dealing with it now, lifelong physical issues from blood clots, strokes, damage to their organs. This is not a minor thing. This is huge. And showing people that you don't care if they get sick and possibly die because you don't want to be uncomfortable, yeah, that means you're a plague rat. You can get people killed. And this person left a comment, and I removed the comment because I don't want people leaving hate comments or anything like that, if anyone would, but I don't even want the possibility. I deleted their comment because they say, and I'm not going to read it all, but it's like they say, I take it seriously. However, I have really bad asthma and almost suffocate in the masks. I have adult onset asthma. And in fact, before my mother died, she talked about how I had troubles breathing as a teen. Now, to be fair, I smoke cannabis, and cannabis is a bronchodilator, so it makes it easier to breathe. But I understand the issues. But if you go to your doctor and your doctor says you can wear a mask, but you say, I feel this way, that's anxiety. And while bad, that's just anxiety. So this person continues to say, and almost suffer. So calling others plague rats just because they don't do the same thing you do doesn't make you any better. Been following you for years, but this was just upsetting to see you believe this way and don't take into account that each person is different and has their own reasoning and choices about whether they want to wear a mask or not. Unsubbing. So they don't have a doctor's note because they can breathe, but they have difficulties because of anxiety, and so they don't wear a mask. Telling everybody that sees them, my comfort is more important than whether or not you live or die. That is a comment that just embodies the entitlement of a plague rat. Your comfort is more important than whether or not the people around you live or die. So yes, I'm one of those that really, really believes in like other people being able to live. And if I can do anything at all to help ensure that other people are going to live, then I'm going to do it, especially if it's just putting on a mask. Something so simple that's not going to hurt you. You may feel uncomfortable. I understand. You may feel anxious. I understand. I suffer anxiety. I have adult onset asthma. I wear a mask. I worked in the healthcare field for 15 years. Wear a mask. Plague rats. For everybody that wears a mask, for everybody that understands, for everybody that can't, for valid medical reasons. And there are people out there, I talk to people online, I'm not going to say names, but there are people that have valid medical reasons and have doctor's notes, but still wear their masks. It's a simple thing to do. If it were that by not wearing a mask you were only risking yourself, that would be different. But I am a firm believer in my right to swing my fist ends where your nose begins. And when you don't wear a mask, you're not just swinging your fist, you've got a baseball bat with spikes on the end, and you're swinging it right at my face. So no, I do not stand up for your right to swing a spiked baseball bat at my face. No. But enough of that. Things are divisive, and right now in the United States, whether or not other people should live or die has become a political issue. But there are other horrible things. Oh, that's so cheerful. Because yesterday, Dr. Snurf was drinking and running around and doing stuff in his cage. But last night, I was talking online with Russian timing, and I realized it had been a lot of hours since I had heard Dr. Snurf drinking. And he drinks and 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 drinks because I believe he had diabetes. So when I looked down there to try and find out what's going on, I was digging and making noise in the bedding, and he wasn't coming out. So I moved things, and even though he had been okay through half the day, he was gone. So I'm down to one hamster now, and that's a little dust mop. I had tears last night, but I've done my crying over that. I'm just sad, and also, I mean, it's sad, but yeah, you can't get too attached to them because they do die. And unfortunately, as I've mentioned before, they bred problems into hamsters because they were using them as lab animals. And when they had too many lab hamsters, they would just give them out into pet stores after having bred things like diabetes and kidney problems and liver problems into them. So yeah, even now, decades after that, because of inbreeding from rodent mills, you can have a hamster that will be happy and friendly for like 4 or 5 months, and then suddenly you wake up and it's gone. It's just cold and stiff. And they being prey animals, they hide their issues. And Dr. Snurf, as I said, I think he was diabetic. So he probably had kidney failure from his diabetes, a stroke from the diabetes, blood clot from diabetes. So he's gone. And I don't want to get too sad over it because I just don't want to be too sad. So at least I've got one. I just have to try and figure out how I can get another one somehow. As I don't want to be alone when he goes, because I just know that what will happen afterward is if I'm down to no hamsters, then probably Amelia is going to get sick and go, and then that's going to be just great. So need to get hamsters just to keep her alive. That's magical thinking, but still. Oh yes! Hopefully everybody has watched to this point. I've been talking about the leg cramps that I've been having. Horrible leg cramps, trying to wake up each and every morning, just moving my foot a little bit, and it's horrible cramps. People were talking in the comments about magnesium. When I went to the store last night, I picked up a bottle of magnesium tablets. 250 milligrams of magnesium oxide. 60% of the US RDA of your magnesium requirements. I took one of those before I went to bed last night. When I woke up this morning, I moved my foot a little bit and it had a tiny bit of a pull of a cramp. I resisted it and it went, oh, all right. And that was it. It was done. That was it for all the cramping, where the leg just went, do you want? No? All right. Sorry about that. Oh, it was beautiful. So yes, I am going to continue taking magnesium tablets. Very, very good. Yes, I do not have an excess of potassium. When I say I eat bananas, I do eat bananas, but not all the time. I end up eating some bananas, like I'll buy 5, 6 or so, and that about once a week, and then I eat those. And then I was cramping up anyway. And I bought some potassium gluconate tablets that were 2% of your US RDA of potassium. And I was taking those. So even by taking a lot of potassium, it wasn't a lot of potassium. There was no real chance it was going to be too much potassium that was causing my cramping. So... but thank goodness and thank everybody in the comments who suggested the magnesium. Because holy smokes. Oh. Yeah, not having to worry about it is nice, because it's been getting so bad. As I had mentioned, literally, I was at the point where I was debating, do I even ever want to go to sleep again just because I have to face this when I wake up? And let me tell you, the foot cramps, from the knee down cramping, that's acceptable, but horrible. The one that was just wanted to make me give up entirely was the inner thigh muscle on my right leg. Oh my God, that was horrific. So, and it's been a problem for a while, because even a month ago in some, I was going out for my nightly walkies, and that muscle in my right thigh was hurting. So there's been not enough magnesium in my diet for some time, apparently. Thumbs up for that. Let us see what we have here for comments. Oh yes, Made in Canada, whom when I commented in the comments, I think I was just a little bit too harsh sounding. Text removes 95% of all context, and so there's nothing harsh in the comment. It just reads that way, if it read that way to you. But Made in Canada asks, what is the last book or story you read from a published author? And I have to say, it was the child's book, Phantom Tollbooth by Norton Juster. I just finished reading that one again. It took a while because, of course, it was bathroom reading. But the last push, I went all the way through to the end and read as I was pacing around in the kitchen, because it's a good book. It's a child's book. I don't like the colonialism in it, but it's a good book. And I actually teared up at the end. So yeah, definitely a good one. Thumbs up for that. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I'm not reading them right now, just thanking you for having left a comment. I'm going to read, thumbs up, and answer as many as I can afterward, but for right now, just thanking you. If I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker, and even though I count American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand, the hand is just shaking bad. My dust. Do not sever your radial nerve on your arm, please. It's just not worth it. Hopefully I finished saying all of that stuff, because I've forgotten where I left off. Let me call my Chrome. We have Kathy Kit's Cat, thumbs up and thank you. Confused L29, greatly appreciated. Cockroach Sex, heck of a name and thank you. Lord of Sadness, thumbs up. Made in Canada, hey, what do you say and thank you. Grace McBride, thank you very much. Bua Kamoli, thank you very much. Denial, greatly appreciated. Verdurf MK2, like Mortal Kombat 2, something like that. Thank you very, very much. And James Mickle 1, thumbs up and thank you. And Kronos PL, thank you very much. Christopher Thomas, greatly appreciated. Russian Timing, good to see you in the comments. Dudes TV, thank you very, very much. Spiritual Essence, greatly appreciated. Compassionate Living. I don't eat much meat product, and I wish I could be a vegetarian again. This is plant stuff is hard to chew. Pop Blast 2, greatly appreciated. Sort of, even though I don't agree with what you say, but then you didn't agree with what I say, so hey, let's agree to disagree. Tommy Copeland, greatly appreciated. And then there's Chris. Oh, hopefully you stayed safe during these hurricanes. Revenant, thumbs up. Benjamin Demira, greatly appreciated. Liking the covers, 4963, thumbs up and thank you. Sebastian Ferris, greatly appreciated. We have Mr. Sony, thumbs up and thank you. And last but not least, Sammy Coronan? I think I'm close, but probably not. Thank you very, very much. Each and every one of you. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people. And when you are depressed, as I am, you need to get out of the echo chamber of your own skull. Thank you very, very much. If you could check out my various links down below, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign. Oh my gosh. Oh, my tummy. Oh. My sincere apologies. My tummy just did not want that gas in it right then. It started to hurt real bad. Where was I? If you did not wish to donate to one of the... Let me start again. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. I have no idea where I left off before my tummy started hurting, so hopefully I'm not too bad here. That'd be very cool. If you'd like to help me out without sending money to one of those two places, I have a PayPal link down below, and if you want to help out without sending money, I have an Amazon wish list link. That would be very cool. If you would like to... No. I have no ideas where I am. Do not feel obligated, I do not feel entitled, and if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very much. I haven't just gone off the rails. I flew off the rails and I'm bouncing down a cliff. I don't even know where the rails are right now, so hopefully I'm going to get even close to the normal spiel. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. And of course, if you could subscribe to the channel and hit that bell, that would be very cool, greatly appreciated. Definitely a thumbs up. I will do my best to keep you entertained from now until I'm no longer able to. Thumbs up for that. That was a train wreck of a spiel, wasn't it? Definitely a thumbs up. Well, I have therapy today. So, and I need to record something for my afternoon video, so that'll probably be closer to 6. Thumbs up for that. Anyway, though, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing. And of course, please, wear a mask. unless you have a valid doctor's note. Practice your social distancing. Practice self-care during these very hard times. And justice for everyone that these jackbooted, brown-shirted fascist thugs keep brutalizing and killing. They are monsters. ACAB.